Hello everyone, this is Julie with Craft with Julie, and today I want to walk you through creating the 3 cards that are included in my June project pack. This little kit is free with any $50 purchase on my website in the month of June, and then I'll send you this little package that has all the pieces that you'll need to create these 3 cards. So let's go ahead and get started. So I send it in this package so it's nice and protected to arrive to you. And then on the front, I will list all the things that I use on a card. So if you have a question on something, you can find the information there. And then on the back, I will tell you what you need. And also I do some written instructions for those that like to read through those. The only thing I forgot to include was card bases. I forgot to put that on there, but everything else, the pieces are included in here. And I try to separate everything out so it's just super simple project that you can create. And let me pull those out. And the stamp set that I used for these cards is this one right here. It's called Simply Said. I've used it for quite a few card creations the past couple months. It's a great set if you need a sentiment set. Has so many fun sentiments. The other collection I use for this card right here was actually the Cheerful Daisies die cuts. So I cut out a couple daisies for you, but that's where those came from. And I just wanted to mention this little piece in here is actually just a magnetic piece that I found on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. So if you have some of these sets and you need somewhere to keep the little die cuts that go with them, these little sheets fit perfectly. They are self-adhesive, but I haven't attach them to inside the case, but they fit perfectly in there. I actually like to be able to take these out, and so that's why I haven't, but there is that option for self-adhesive. Okay, the other product I use that is so cute is this one right here. I'm trying to find the name. Oh, it's the Eyelet in 3D embossing folder, and that is what I ran all the little tags through, so you can feel how amazing that is. It's definitely 3D. It's so cute, and so that's the embossing folder I used for that card. Okay, so the paper I used is the Enjoy the Ride bulk paper from, it was designed by Close My Heart, but now Stampin' Up! Is offering this paper collection. And it's just so cute. I had to use it. This little checker piece, so I just had to. I also included the little Cricut cuts and a couple little embellishments for you. So let's go ahead and get started with card number 1. It is this one right here. Make sure I have, there we go. So you should have all your little pieces in your card number 1 folder. So here is some dotted ribbon. This is so cute. It's called Natural Polka Dot Trim, and it comes in a really nice large spool, and it's so cute. This is like my new favorite is this, oh, is it just, I'm trying to think of what they call it. Linen thread. See, I have it on my list over here, so I just have to look. Linen thread. It is just so cute. Goes with everything. Nice and thin. And then you should have your piece of butterfly paper. This is the bulk. It's on the back side. It has a little checker. And then you have your checker piece. And then your Bluebird is a Close to My Heart color, but they are offering some of these colors on Stampin' Up! And you have your white piece and then your embossed tag. And I just cut these tags on my Cricut, so that is how I made those. So go ahead and grab a card base, or if you don't have card bases, you can do the 8.5 by 11 and cut the cardstock in half. And let's go ahead and do the stamping first. So I'm grabbing my Simply Said stamp set, and I am going to use the sentiment let's celebrate. So let me grab a block. I'm just gonna lay that down and then pick it up with my block so it stays straight. And I'm just stamping this one right here in black ink. I'm still using my Close to My Heart colors because they still work, so why not, right? But I'm slowly learning I need some Stampin' Up! Colors because there's some awesome colors I don't have yet. So let's go ahead and stamp that. Let's celebrate, and then we can go ahead and put this card together. So I am going to just add some adhesive on the back. If you would rather have the checker, you can totally flip it over. It's your card, so you choose what pattern speaks best for you. And then I'm going to add this checker piece. Now the bulk paper has just these two options, but there is a paper pack that has different patterns and things like that you can choose from. I just got the bulk because I loved this checker so much, and as I'm cutting these kits, it's just easier for me to grab the bulk so I have enough for everybody. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this ribbon, and I am going to thread it through this little hole. And I thought at first I would tie it, but it was just a little too bulky. And so I'm like, wait, I've got this really cool thread. So we're going to go ahead and tie a bow right there to hold the ribbon. If I can, I put lotion on my fingers, so now I shouldn't lotion my hands and then do paper crafts, but I did. All right. Okay, oh, I pulled it a little too far. There we go. Then you can trim the top of those down a little bit. I gave you a little bit more than you probably needed, just so you'd have options. And trim that. Okay. And then I'm going to attach the tag right to the card, just like that. And then I am going to use dimensionals. I grab those on the Let's Celebrate. So I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals on the back. All right. It is funny, these little squares, you'll find them everywhere, or they're not squares, sorry. And they end up on my cat's tails a lot. So they'll walk through and they'll have this little white backing on their tail. It just kind of makes me laugh. And then I know where they have been. They've been on my desk. Okay, so that is card number 1. Okay, so card number 2 is this one right here. I love this little strawberry. I cut it off of my Cricut, and I was going to do a watermelon, but I just couldn't find one that I liked. But this strawberry is so stinking cute. So you'll have your, it goes this way, your tablecloth. I'm gonna go the tablecloth pattern. Your butterflies, a little piece of black, and then here is a thin cut. It has little stitch lines around it, and that is the Close to My Heart special that I have just kept around because I love the little stitching. And then in your little baggie, you will find your strawberry. I try to keep everything, all the small things in here so we don't get lost. Those will go with card number 3, so I'll just stick those over there. And so you have your strawberry that we're going to layer, and then your little green. These dots are actually the Enjoy the Ride dots. So if you loved Close to My Heart's embellishments, these are Close to My Heart branded. Just Stampin' Up! Is offering them right now. So I grabbed quite a few because I love how they're flat. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's stamp first. So this one I did Just a Note from the stamp set. I love Just a Note because you can definitely use it for any occasion, I think. Oops. Stick that on my block, and I'm just, again, using black ink. I try to make these super simple for you, so you get a taste of different products, but also they're easy enough that you could just take them to a crop or just quickly put them together, you know, like on a Sunday afternoon or something. So let's go ahead and start adding our papers. So you'll want to leave a little bit of an edge around the outside. Okay, and then let's add our butterflies. They will connect right here. And then we'll add our white or black, our black strip of cardstock. Kind of helps separate those two patterns. And then our Just a Note right there in the center. And then our cute little strawberry. So you'll have your, I used craft paper. Also Stampin' Up! The color Crumble matches craft paper really well. So if you have that in your stash. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and layer that right on top. And then this green is Granny Apple Green, and it is so good. It's such a good, bright green color. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. There, we're good. So I'm going to add some adhesive on there. And it matches this paper collection really well. It's kind of like, you know what, actually close to my heart had one that's called Green Apple. So very, very similar in color. And then this adorable little flower. Okay, and then I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back. I think I can just do one. How about that? Add our little strawberry. And then our green dot. Right there in the center. So cute. I just love this paper. All right, there we go. And then the last one is this one right here. And I did a lot of die cutting for you guys. So you will have your daisies and then the layer that goes on top of them. So it's kind of hard to see probably in the photo, but you can see that it has that layer on there. It just adds a little something to it. And then I have these yellow centers, two little red dots, some of that green apple, and some Crumbcake or craft. And let's go ahead and create this card. So I'm going to actually add some of these elements first and then do the stamping. So I'm going to add my craft piece or Crumbcake. They're very similar, and kind of just offset that. And then I'm going to add my tablecloth pattern. And then I'm going to add this to my card. So it's about 1.5 inches. So if you have a ruler, you can line that up. Okay, so now I'm going to I'm going to stamp thank you on this bottom. So on this one, I couldn't decide if I should angle it or not. I decided not to. So I'm going to just go ahead and stamp it right directly on this craft piece without angling it. if that makes sense. So we have thank you. Okay, so now we have these cute little flowers, and I'm going to use my liquid glue. These daisies are so cute. I've used them quite a bit, but there is a little trick to lining them up. So what I like to do is I like to find these three little guys right here, and it ends up being this cluster of small, and that was too easy. I'm sorry. Usually does not, I don't find it that quick. So you can find three little ones and then the three little ones right there. Can you tell I've done this quite a bit? So that hopefully that helps you find how to line that up a little bit. I'm just gonna add some liquid glue. Okay. And then I'm going to add the center. And there is a little center stamp in there. If you want to add a little bit of color and you have this set, you totally can. From what I understand, I'm not able to stamp images and send them to you. It says Stampin' Up rules, so that's why I left them plain. So I don't want to break the rules yet. Ever. I don't like to break rules. I'm a very rule follower. Can ask anybody. Okay. So I have those two. And then we can go ahead and add them to our card. If you want to pop them up, you totally can. Actually, I'm going to add this one first. And then layer this one on top. Okay, and then you'll have your little dots. And take the backing off of those. We can add them right there. So your dots might be a little different in size just because they all come in, you know, the sheets are different sizes. But there you go. There is card number 3. So let me go ahead and bring these back in. All right, so this is my June project pack. Again, you can get this kit for free when you place an order of $50 or more on my website in June. I'll send you all the parts and pieces. You can just use a stamp set that you have on hand and some card bases, and you are good to go. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.